Here on Capitol Hill. You make a big difference, and I know you all have very busy lives, and you could be doing a lot this week, and you're here to lobby your government, and we thank you very much for that. Nice things have been said about me. I want to introduce Josh Klein, who does the real work on my staff. He was there day in and day out on MAP 21, and talk a little bit about that. To make sure that we still had an opportunity to advance bike paths in this country, bike trails. Maybe just if I might give you a little bit of background. A few years ago, maybe 15 or so, I had a chance to direct some congressional funds under a transportation bill. And there was a lot of pressure to continue to build roads. And there were a lot of unmet road needs in my community. And I took a small fraction of that to dedicate some funds to the Gwynns Falls Trail in Baltimore. Now, if you haven't been to Baltimore, please come. We need your help for our economy, and it's a great city. And it's a city that you can bike from one end to the other. Olmsted designed Baltimore as an area in which green space would be connecting communities. He had a great vision. He was a visionary. And he believed that communities should be connected by green space so that you can get from one neighborhood to the other. Well, development changed that over time. But on the Jones Falls, we reclaimed the green space. And we now have 11 miles of trail that people can enjoy, connecting 30 communities that otherwise would not be connected to park space. And they're connected to park space. And it has really improved the quality of life for Baltimore. We're connecting all of our green space. We're now doing the Jones Falls. For those of you who are familiar with Baltimore, you probably think the Jones Falls is a highway. The Jones Falls is a river. And we are connecting the green space again. And it's wonderful to see. I've been able to take my grandchildren on those paths to see the beauty of Lincoln Park and the wonderful, wonderful community. And we bike on there. We just enjoy it, and it's improved the quality of life. So my experience on fighting for sensible priorities in this country and the use of transportation funds is to make it possible for us to take some of those funds and use it for paths, to use it for people to be able to walk and bike and enjoy their community. And we've had some success. And quite frankly, in Baltimore, I've looked at the numbers, and over the last 3 years, we've seen a 40% increase on people who commute by bike in our community. That's a great number. They have a predictable time to get to work in the morning. Now, for those of you who did happen to drive today rather than bike, and you came close to the Washington Beltway, you saw gridlock. Now tomorrow when you're on Capitol Hill, you're going to see a different form of gridlock. But you are able to avoid that gridlock when you bike to work. So you get a predictable time. You know that when you say you're going to be someplace, you'll be there when you bike. It's also healthier for you, as you know. It's also makes sense economically. You're saving money. I appreciate you might have a lot of bikes in your basement, but you're saving money. You really are. And you're saving our environment. Every mile you're biking, 1 less pound of CO2 that goes into the air. That's just a wonderful record. So why should there be anyone who doubts that we should take a small fraction of the money that we would otherwise use to build concrete roads and devote it for paths? It seems so sensitive. But yet we're up against a tremendous battle here on Capitol Hill. I just want to sort of underscore what Karen said a few moments ago on MAP 21. Yes, we were disappointed. We would like to have had the dedicated funding that we knew would go for paths. We wanted that. We thought it made abundant sense. But I tell you, if you listen to the rhetoric coming out on Capitol Hill as we started MAP 21, not one dime other than for roads and flexibility to local, to the states, and that there would be no set-asides at all or opportunity. At the end of the day, we were successful with the Cardin provision because of the people in this room. And your lobbying, you were smart, you figured out a strategy to win. Rather than just make a point, we won. Strategy is local control. Mayor Ballard, you'll spend the money a lot smarter than people in your capital will to help your community. So we gave the locals the opportunity to have funds available to make a difference. That flexibility is there. Can we do better? We have to do better. I need more money for the Jones Falls Trail in Baltimore. I need more money for other trails. I was with Secretary Salazar as we were on Anacostia Riverwalk biking. What a great investment we made there. But there's a lot more opportunities like the Anacostia Riverwalk that we have to invest in. And in doing that, yes, we will make our communities more accessible. There will be a lot of people who are trapped who will be able to see the beauty of their community through the use of these paths and the trails. And we'll have healthier people. This is a plan to reduce healthcare costs. We're looking for a way to deal with the rising cost of healthcare and the budget debate. Well, if more people bike, then we have a healthier community. That's the truth. I mean, we need to get people active and involved in using their bodies. We will save our environment, we'll save our economy, and we're going to have happier people. And when we have happier people, I'm more likely to get reelected. So it makes a lot of sense all around to do it this way. So I just really wanted you to know this is a fight that we have to win. That we have to win. And we've got to look for opportunity to make further advancements. I wasn't satisfied with map 21. We had a great victory in it, but I wasn't satisfied. We need to do more. We need to find more ways to give the type of opportunities so the great leaders that we have in our cities and around the country have the resources in order to do what's right for the safety and health and happiness of the people of our community. I tell you, when I look around this room and see who's here, I can't help but be optimistic that we'll be able to achieve those objectives. So tomorrow, it might be a little snowy, but when you're on the Hill, and you'll be talking to staff, you may talk to some members, just underscore what a relatively small investment the funds we're talking about are all about, and how it really does make our community stronger, healthier, sensible, and more economic. And I'm convinced that we're going to win this, and we're going to be able to make these type of advancements to improve the quality of life for all the people in our community. Thank you for being here, and thank you for what you do.